So guys, in this video, I want to do my analysis on all these pairs. Like I trade that should be 30 pairs or so if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it should be 30, 33 or 30 because I removed some. I removed like three. So just do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. That's just what I wanted to do from you. So I'll be starting with AUD card because that's the first I have on my watch list. So as you all know, I'm a swing trader, so I start my analysis from the monthly time frame. So on AUD card, these zones are my monthly zone. On AUD card, we have a double top on the monthly time frame. Okay, so overall direction on the monthly is bearish. So like we don't expect the market to move in a straight line because the market move in waves, push up, push down, push up, push down, push up, push down, something like that. So even though we are in a downtrend, you will still expect bullish moves. You get. So on the monthly here we have this double bottom from here, and if you observe clearly, this is a change in direction because for some months, like for about 3 months, you can see the wicks of this candle, 1 2 3, about 3 months the market failed to break, to close below this zone from here. So monthly now is bullish from my view. So you don't need indicators to do this. Like just look at your chart, you see everything about the market today. So on the weekly, you still see the double bottom from here, and the market is currently pushing to the upside. So if I should use my counter trend line from here, like if I go to my daily time frame, this will be my trend on my daily, and we are currently trading above it. So everything on this pair is pretty bullish for the pair. Then on the daily time frame, I was trying to take this entry, but I did not get a valid pullback. I did not get a valid. I was expecting the market to pull back. I was expecting the market to pull back to this my yellow zone here, to this yellow zone, before I can be able to enter the trade, my fib level. So I expect the market to come here so I can place my trade and have my TP1 and TP2, but the market failed to correct that retracement level. So at that point I have to just stay out of the market. So the next pair I'll be looking at is let me, because I want to analyze everything I have. I want to analyze the 30 pairs, right? So this one, AUD CHF. Let me start on the monthly time frame. I'm currently holding about two positions on this pair. Two positions. I'm waiting to hit my TP1, and if possible also hit my TP2. So this is my analysis on the pair. Well, my TP2 on this pair is a kind of is risky trade, but this is what I did on my monthly time frame. Overall downtrend. You don't need your trend line, just look at the chart. Overall downtrend on the monthly. Even if you remove everything, like you can see that the market is overall, like always work with overall trend. Overall trend, you can see overall trend is just to the downside. So then what I did when I come here is that, remember our zones. So if we take out this zone, we are coming here. So our next target for this pair is currently this zone. So if we should close below this zone, that the market should be coming here technically. Now, but for the past 4 months, for 1 2 3 4, the market is just consolidating inside of this zone, consolidating. Then coming to my weekly time frame, because I wait for my pullback on daily time frame. So coming to my weekly time frame, you can see that the double bottom we have on AUD card, we also have it on AUD CHF, but CHF is stronger than card. That's why this one is not pushing to the upside massively. So on the weekly time frame, we have a double bottom from here. Overall trend remains bearish. You can see overall trend remains bearish. So everything now is pretty bearish on this pair. But on the weekly time frame, what I look for is my chart pattern, which is double top, double bottom, another. So here I have a counter setup on this pair, which is this double bottom from here. So on the daily time frame, if I should get a valid pullback again, then what I will now do is that, okay, let me go to my daily, because now it's bearish, but on the weekly now it's giving me a bullish move. But I will not neglect the fact that the overall trend of the market is bearish. So what I will now do in this case is that I'll just go to my daily time frame. So let me know this one. So on my daily time frame now, like this is the same double top, double bottom, double bottom I'm seeing on a weekly chart. You get a weekly chart. So what I'm expecting this market to do is just to calm down. Like this is my first TP. I see this first green line is my first TP. So if the market should hit my first TP, like okay, now I already know that this trade is a risky trade, but the trade have high probability. Now some of you might be seeing this ICI, this impulse and correction, and you'll be like the market is pushing to the upside. Anyways, that can still happen, but for me, this is what I'm expecting the market to do. But I will react to what the market is telling me. I will just come here. Now, sorry, let me remove, let me just release this color, because this this trade gave me 1 to 8 is to the world with 35 pips stop loss. So let me just reduce this color so that you can be able to see everything on the chart. Yes, and let me lock it. Let me lock it. Yes, I'll lock it. So now I have my trade. I have my open trade here. I have my trade running from this point. From, like my trade is open from this line here. So now I have my trade open. Now remember, the market don't move in a straight line. So even on the daily time frame, the market cannot just push to my TP. No, the market will still push down, retrace. I'll still show you how this thing happened in my current trade, USD CHF. The market will still push into Fibonacci level, still push down again, maybe get close to my TP, still correct again, still push again, still correct again, still collapse. So you don't expect the market to push in one direction. So the market can still come here, put a lower low, still come up here, put a lower high, and even hit my stop loss before pushing down. So everything is possible. Just make sure the odds are in your favor. That's all. Make sure the odds are in your favor. So now on this particular trade, because I'm holding this trade and I'm like I want to start in more trades on this pair. So what I will just do is taking my Fibonacci from this high to this low, guys. Then you all know the Fibonacci level, the entry zone. The entry zone is inside the 50%, that's the 0.5 and 0.61. It like I use yellow zone for my fib level. So anywhere I see yellow on my chart, I know it's fib level. So I'll just remove my Fibonacci. Simple. So my stop loss is around this zone. My stop loss is above this zone, above here. This yellow line now is where I have my stop loss. So if the market should be pushing up now to this zone, I'll just patiently wait to get another entry. But if the market don't move up to test this zone, then I'm not going in. That's just it, and that's my rule. So on the 4 hour time frame, like firstly I will just wait for daily time frame to just come into this yellow zone. So even if the market is retracing, I'm not in a hurry. So I'll just allow the market to just retrace into this zone from here. Then give me then come into my fib entry. Then I will now scale down to my 4 hour time frame. Then on my 4 hour time frame, I'll just wait for my entry. Like the new entry is top notch, honestly. Like you, you can see where I'm getting on this trade. Now this notification say let's come here. So you can see where I enter this trade from here. I enter this trade from here. So another entry is coming around this zone. So what I'm expecting here is just for the market to just come into this yellow zone, come into this zone. Now if the now my new entry, I don't normally wait for counter trend line break, honestly, because once the market touch this zone, I will draw my counter trend line. Or normally I will draw my counter trend line normally, or if I still have another this thing, I'll draw my counter trend line. But I'll just monitor the price action. Like if I see 4 hour change in direction inside the zone, I will execute. That's the same thing that's the same thing I did here. I saw can 4 hour change in direction from here. I know you will not understand it, but there is a change in direction from here. That's why I got in early and I catch this move, this collapse to the downside. So if the market come inside inside this zone again, I'll now catch another collapse to the downside. So on this pair, all I'm looking for is just a sell, a sell, a sell, a sell, a sell, a sell. So you can also do your personal analysis. Let me just pull back my let me put back my entry zone. Yeah. So the next pair I have is AUDJPY, AUDJPY, AUDJPY on monthly time frame. I support this move to the upside, but the market did not give me a valid correction, so I cannot trade the market. So currently we're in a bullish move. Even if you don't use a trend line, you're in a bullish move. So everything you should be doing now is just to start buying, because our next target is here. So the next level target is this monthly zone from here. So if I should zoom out, you see how the market have reacted to this zone. Have a double top from here. So technically, the monthly time frame is coming to this zone. But before we get here, you have to observe other minor zones on the market. So going down to my weekly time frame. So here on the weekly, the market have been failing to break this zone. So like this is not a valid zone. So I normally use use my yellow line to identify this kind of stuff. So key level, yes. So this yellow zone, so this is a resistance. This is a minor resistance on my chart. So even if I scroll back, you still see how the market also reacted to the zone around this zone. So this is a valid zone. So until we close above this zone, like I wanted to buy long from here, but the daily time frame did not pull back to my zone. That's why I did not get a valid entry. So what I did was I placed my Fibonacci from this low to this high. So I was expecting the market to come down to my level, to my fib level here, so that I can start looking for change in direction of 4 hour time frame and buy long. But the market failed to do that, so I cannot enter above this level. That's just it. So the next pair is AUD USD. Sure. AUD USD. AUD USD on this pair. Now AUD USD on the monthly time frame, we are currently testing the monthly structure. So even if the overall direction is bearish, even if overall direction is to the downside, you get, so we are approaching the monthly demand zone, abi supply zone, monthly support zone. So even though we are overall bearish, a push to the upside is expected from this pair. So in this case, What I will now do now is just, you can see we have a kind of double bottom here from here, but until we close above this neckline, it's not a double bottom. So on the weekly time frame, the reason why I did not place this trade is because on my weekly time frame, the market is just testing a massive resistance, which is this one here. If you check here, you see a nice resistance level from here. You can see this one. This is a massive resistance level, just fading. Even though the market pushed up yesterday, it's still coming to that level, and I cannot buy again. So the reason why I did not place this trade is because on my daily time frame, I draw my my Fibonacci. I was waiting for the market to come to my zone, but the market break below my zone from this Fibonacci from here all the way to this level. So the market, okay, did not support this on the daytime frame. That's why. Anyways, this one is gone for now. So until I see a clear break, because technically this market is just in a range. It's just in a range on the daytime frame. You can see the range. It's just in a range. You can see it in a range. So just push. So the next player we'll be taking is I think I'll not have time to analyze all players honestly. But let's go with GBP USD. Okay, let's go with GBP CHF. I want to clear you guys on something. So for USD CHF, starting on the monthly time frame, the overall direction is bearish. The overall direction is bearish. You can see the market has been pushing down since the market has been pushing down, and here we have a consolidation. Then we break below this one, come here again, getting to the upside. So for me, you can sell. Even though we have this monthly zone, like the market might come and test this monthly zone again. That's why my TP is not below the monthly zone. So on my weekly time frame, like we all know that this is an inverse head and shoulder. This is an inverse head and shoulder pattern, but this is tagged head and shoulder only if we see a weekly candle close above this neckline. Until we see a weekly candle close above this neckline, this is not inverse head and shoulder. This is not valid until we see a close above this neckline. So currently now, the only pattern that is valid on the weekly time frame is just a minor double top, from here. This double top from here, resistance from here, then pushing up or forward direction to the downside. So even if you scroll left, you will still see the market reacting to the zone, even around this zone. So everything I'm looking for on this market now is currently a bearish move. And if you check the candle momentum, you will see that that for the past how many weeks, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks, the market is just pushing to the upside. And for how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, we just have upward the market. So even if this inverse head and shoulder pattern will be valid, at least the market will create some kind of manipulation and end up hitting my TP, because I cannot close this trade. So on the daily time frame, this is how I entered this trade in the first place. Let me remove this. Let me reduce this code. So this is how I entered this trade in the first place, because I know that my overall direction is bearish, is selling to the downside. So I will now patiently wait for pullback into the Fibonacci zone. Now I take my Fibonacci from the high to the low. Now remember, the market will always come inside the 50%, inside the 50% 0.61, which is this level from here. And this is a very strong level. The market coming to this zone. You can see this is a very strong level. So we got a reaction from here, again here, again here, and it's currently lining up with Fibonacci level. Get so I have to go to my 4-hour time frame and start looking for entry inside the zone. Inside the zone. So on NFP day, how I got this nice entry is that on NFP day, I have my counter trend line. This was my counter trend line. But on the break, I did not enter on the black. Remember, the rules tells that if you're entering, wait for a close below. But for me, I have an imbalance move, because for the market to push all the way to the downside, we still need a correction. So I just allow the market to just breathe inside of this zone, creating this fake move. So on NFP day, I expect the NFP to drop. So I have to enter on that NFP on Friday. That should be Friday, 3rd November. So I open the trade, NFP rally to the downside. Then after on Monday, we start seeing a pullback, start seeing a pullback, start seeing a pullback. I did not close my trade. I just allow everything to just breathe. So even the pullback, when we are having this pullback, what I did is, like, if I'm seeing pullback, I'll just go to my daily time frame and draw my Fibonacci again. So during the pullback, I just come here, put my Fibonacci. Okay, let me remove this level from here. So I just come here, let me remove this one. So during the pullback, what I did is just to come on my daily time frame, not 4 hours, then place my Fibonacci from this high to this low. Identify my next fib level, as simple as ABC. So I was expecting the market to pull into this zone for me to sell again. The same thing I want to do on AUD So on the 4-hour time frame, remember, I have my trade open from here. So the market is just pushing to the upside, pushing, just coming into the zone. I saw this first one collapse again, a double top. I smile. Then I put this counter trend line. Now I was waiting for the counter trend line to break. So yesterday was CPI for CPI. Yes. So I wanted to sell from here again, have my stop loss again, have 4 trades open on this pair, but I was sleeping by then. So before I woke up, the market had already to the downside. So another, like, before the market will get my overall TP is my overall TP is 0.88000, which is this one here. So before the market will still get here, it will still consolidate. We will still push. The way we push here, the market don't move in a straight line. We push again. We still push down again. Still push again. Then boom. So this is what I'm expecting on this pair currently. So even if I go to my daily time frame, even yesterday's momentum itself, with like, I'm just happy with yesterday candle, because the market just rallied to the downside. You can see the momentum. Now if you check in all this region, this is the highest candle. Yesterday candle is the highest candle. So for this market now to just change direction and just push to the upside, almost, it go loud. So And even this previous low, the market is just testing the previous low. So any close below this low now, like the market might create another correction before pushing down. So any correction again, I'll now enter another sell and push it downside until I get to my take profit level.